What's up, guys? My name is John. Welcome to Brandwidth. Today, I want to break down one of the most powerful numbers in business. It's a simple ratio that gives you a crystal clear picture of how scalable and profitable your business really is. It's called the LTV to CAC ratio. If you don't know what this number is, you're flying blind. But if you do, you can scale confidently, outspend your competitors, and turn your business into a money printing machine. Let's get right into this. What is the LTV to CAC ratio? LTV stands for lifetime value of a customer. CAC stands for customer acquisition cost. When you divide LTV by CAC, you get a ratio that tells you just how much revenue you make for every dollar you spend to acquire a customer. So if it costs you $50 to get a customer and that customer spends $1,200 over the next 6 months, then your LTV to CAC ratio is 1,200 divided by $50, which is 24-to-1 ratio. That's an insane return, and that's how business grows fast. Why is the LTV to CAC ratio so important? If you know this ratio, you know exactly how much you can afford to spend on ads, how much profit you can make per customer, and whether or not your business is actually profitable. If you don't know this, you might be holding back on ads that are actually wildly profitable, underpricing your offer, or worse, spending more to get a customer than they're actually worth. Right now, I'm going to show you exactly how to calculate LTV, so it's super simple. Here's how simple it is. LTV equals average monthly revenue per customer times average number of months they stay. So let's say this, you charge $200 a month. The average customer stays for 6 months. Then the LTV equals $200 times 6, which is $1,200. That's it. No subtracting fulfillment costs here. This is a total gross revenue from a customer over their entire lifetime. We'll deal with margins later, but right now I want to show you just how much value a customer brings to the business before we even think about profits. Now I'm going to teach you how to calculate your CAC. Your CAC is a total marketing and sales cost divided by the number of a new customers acquire. So in simple terms, let's say this. You spend $5,000 on ads and commissions last month, and you get 100 new customers. Then your CAC is 5,000 divided by 100, which equals $50. So now we have an LTV, a lifetime value of $1,200 and a CAC of $50. That's a 24-to-1 LTV to CAC ratio. So for every $1 you spend, you make $24 in return. You can see how fast that this would add up. Why does this ratio equal so much scaling power? You're pretty much printing money. If you know this number and it's strong, like 5-to-1 or higher, you can start doing things like this: increasing your ad budget, expanding to new channels, outspending your competitors, hiring sales reps, building out a bigger offer stack. Let me say it like this. The LTV to CAC ratio gives you permission to grow. Here's a real example that everybody probably knows and loves: Starbucks. Starbucks reportedly has an average customer LTV of over $14,000. That's $5 drinks bought for years and years. Let's say their CAC is only $20. Maybe from referral coupons or offers or local marketing, whatever it is. That's 14,000 divided by 20. That's a 700-to-1 ratio. And that's how you scale to over 38,000 locations without even franchising. Let's look at a real world service business. They charge $2,000 a month. Customers stay for 5 months. That's a $10,000 LTV. Their CAC is $2,000 from ads, sales, or anything else. That's $10,000 divided by 2,000. That's a 5-to-1 ratio. Still a strong ratio. And it tells them that they can keep scaling and still remain very profitable. One woman I worked with had 2 offers: a $2,000 hair extension training with a CAC of $67, so a 30-to-1 ratio, and a $15,000 coaching program with a CAC of $2,000. That's a 7.5-to-1 ratio. Instead of running ads for both, we stacked them. So LTV is great. Here's some really simple ways to boost your LTV. Raise your prices, get people to stay longer, reduce churn rate, increase average order value, add upsells or cross sales, create continuity, subscriptions, memberships. If you can get people to spend more or stay longer, your LTV grows, and so does your ability to scale. Now, how to reduce your CAC? Very important. You want your CAC basically at 0. Lowering your CAC is about better ads, clearer offers, smoother funnels, stronger conversion rates, more organic or referral traffic. The more organic traffic you can possibly get, the best. You want your CAC to be at 0. Even small improvements like going from a CAC of 100 to 75 can have a huge compounding effect when you're bringing in hundreds and thousands of customers. The LTV to CAC ratio is the core economic engine of every scalable business. If your ratio is 1-to-1, you're losing money, right? You're churning. If your ratio is 3-to-1 or higher, you've got room to scale, right? And if you're sitting at a 10 or above, you've got a license to print money. You better click that button and you put all the money into that because you're going to the moon. All right. So this is some homework for you guys. Calculate your LTV, calculate your CAC, and track them every single month. Drop your current ratio in the comments. I would love to hear what they are. If you want more videos like this that break down real business strategy in plain language, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys.